Welcome to the Explainer by IELTS Guide Phil on YouTube. So, you've studied the vocabulary, you've practiced the essays, but are you really ready for test day itself? You know, acing the IELTS isn't just about what you know, it's about strategy, focus, and having a solid plan on the day that really counts. Let's dive in.
Here's our game plan. We're going to start with the crucial prep work before you even leave the house. Then we'll compare the paper versus computer tests, walk through the actual test day experience, cover some essential rules, get you into a winning mindset, and finally, point you to your next steps for success.
First up, preparation. Look, success on test day honestly begins the night before. This section is all about getting rid of any last-minute stress so you can focus 100% on your performance. Think of this as your peace of mind checklist. You're going to want to get these 4 things ready the night before. First, your ID. That is absolutely non-negotiable. Second, water, but it has to be in a clear bottle. Third, know exactly how you're getting to the center. And fourth, wear layers, because you never know if the room's going to be freezing or boiling. Getting this sorted just means no frantic searching in the morning.
And here is maybe the most important piece of prep advice I can give you. Please, do not pull an all-nighter trying to cram. The single best thing you can do for your score at this point is just get a full night's sleep. A rested brain is a fast, accurate brain. You've got to trust the work you've already put in.
Okay, let's talk strategy. Whether you chose the paper or the computer-based test, well, it isn't just a preference. It actually changes how you approach the test, especially when it comes to managing your time. Knowing these differences is a huge advantage.
Okay, listen up, because this is the big one. The critical difference is in the listening section. On the paper test, you get 10 extra minutes at the end to transfer your answers. On the computer, you get 0, none. You have to type your answers as you go. So for the computer test, your answers have to be in real time. But you do get some handy tools like the word counter and highlighter, so make sure you use them.
All right, so you're prepared, you know your format. Now let's just walk through the actual day, from the moment you get to the test center to that final section. This way, there are absolutely no surprises.
This number right here is your golden rule for arrival, 30 to 45 minutes early. And I'm serious, this is not just a suggestion. If you're late, they have every right to turn you away, and all that hard work could just go down the drain. Give yourself a buffer for traffic, for anything.
So when you get there, you'll go through a pretty standard check-in. They're going to verify your ID, they'll probably take a photo and a fingerprint scan for security, and then you'll store all your personal stuff, your phone, your bag, any notes, in a secure area. Nothing but you, your ID, and that clear water bottle goes into the exam room.
Okay, the test starts. For listening, you have to use every spare second to read the questions before the audio starts. You only get one chance to hear it, that's it. And remember, if you're on the computer, you are typing those answers as you listen. There's no transfer time later.
Next up, reading. This section is a race against the clock. Do not read every single word. You've got to skim and scan for key words. If a question feels too hard, just mark it, move on, and come back if you have time. Don't let one tough question sink your entire section.
For the writing section, planning is literally everything. Just take a few minutes to outline your ideas before you start writing. I promise you, it will save you time and it will lead to a much more coherent essay. And keep an eye on that word count, at least 150 for task 1 and 250 for task 2, and manage your time.
And finally, the speaking test, which, by the way, might even be on a totally different day. The key here is just to be authentic. Please don't give memorized, robotic answers. The examiner wants to have a real conversation with you. So just be confident, be natural, and let your personality show through.
Phew, we've covered a lot of ground. So let's boil it all down to the most important rules to follow on test day. These are really the simple things that can have a huge impact on your score and your stress levels.
Let's make this super simple. Do bring your ID, follow every single instruction, and answer every question. Remember, there's no penalty for guessing. Now, on the flip side, do not bring your phone into the test room, don't talk to other people, don't arrive late, and most importantly, try not to panic. If you get stuck, just take a breath and move on.
You know, this might be the most important section of all. We've talked about logistics and strategy, but your mindset, how you feel and think during the test, that is your true secret weapon. Above everything else, you have to trust yourself. You've put in the hours, so walk in there with confidence. Visualize yourself getting the score you need,
And if you feel that anxiety creeping in, just take a slow, deep breath. It's such a simple but powerful tool to just recenter yourself.
I really love this quote because it just perfectly captures what the IELTS test day is all about. You see, all the work you've done, that's the preparation. Today, the test, that's the opportunity. You are ready for this exact moment where the two finally meet.
So what happens after this explainer ends? Well, your journey doesn't stop here. Let's talk about the resources that are available to keep you moving straight toward your goal. This whole explainer was based on a comprehensive guide written, created, and produced by IELTS Guide Phil. You can read the original full blog post for even more detail over at IELTSGuidePhil.com. You can also find more of these video explainers right here on the YouTube channel, listen to deep dive episodes on our Spotify podcast, and join our awesome, supportive community on Facebook.
And to make it super easy for you, we've put direct links to all of those resources, the blog, YouTube, Spotify, and Facebook, right there in the description below this explainer.
And that really brings us to the final thought. You've done the work, you understand the logistics, you know the strategies. So the only question left is this: are you ready to walk into that test center and just trust in your own preparation? Because you absolutely should be. You've got this.